So, you're planning a trip to Spain? That's awesome. But hey, before you start packing, there's something you really should know that goes way beyond just siestas and tapas. It's all about what you're going to hear. So let's dive into the incredibly rich, complex, and just absolutely fascinating world of the languages of Spain. All right, let's kick things off with a simple question that, well, has a surprisingly not so simple answer. If I asked you what language they speak in Spain, I bet you'd say Spanish, right? I mean, of course. And you wouldn't be wrong, but you wouldn't be entirely right either. You see, the language we all think of as Spanish is technically called Castilian or Castellano. And yeah, it's the official language for the whole country. But thinking that's the only language spoken in Spain, that's kind of like listening to an orchestra and only hearing the violins. The reality is so much more vibrant. And this is where our little linguistic adventure really begins. We're moving past that single national language and into the world of co-official languages. This is where different regions have their own unique voice, and it's recognized by law. And this isn't some small thing either. The scale is pretty significant. We're talking about 6 different autonomous communities, you can think of them like states, where Castilian actually shares the official stage with another language. This is a powerful expression of regional identity, and it's woven right into the fabric of daily life, from government to schools. So, who are the big players here? Well, first up, you've got Catalan, which you'll hear in Catalonia, Valencia, and the gorgeous Balearic Islands. Then there's Galician, up in the green, rainy northwest corner in Galicia. And finally, the truly unique Basque language, which you'll find in the Basque Country and parts of Navarre. And get this, the prevalence of Catalan is huge. It's not just some minor regional tongue. After Castilian, it is the most widely spoken language in the entire country. Seriously, if you're in Barcelona, you will see and hear it absolutely everywhere. Here's another really cool connection. If you're listening to someone speak Galician, you might start thinking, that sounds a lot like Portuguese. And you know what? You'd be right. They are incredibly close relatives, like cousins that grew up together, sharing a common linguistic ancestor. It's just a beautiful example of how languages evolve over time. Okay, now we need to talk about a language that just breaks all the rules. The languages we've mentioned so far are all Romance languages. They all came from the Latin that the Romans spoke. But Basque? Well, Basque is something else entirely. It's a complete outlier, a true linguistic enigma. Just let that sink in for a second. Basque, or Euskara as its speakers call it, is what's known as a language isolate. It's not related to Spanish, not to French, not to any other language in Europe, or anywhere else in the world for that matter. Its origins are a complete mystery, which makes it one of the oldest and most unique living languages on the entire planet. How cool is that? So, we've got the official language, Castilian, we have the co-official languages, but there is a third layer to Spain's linguistic identity. And to really get it, we need to make one thing crystal clear: the difference between a language and a dialect. It's actually pretty straightforward. A dialect isn't a whole separate language, but more like a regional flavor of a main language. I like to think of it like different recipes for the same dish. The core ingredients are all there, but the accent, maybe some of the vocabulary, and the rhythm are totally unique to that one specific place. Okay, so now that we know that, let's take a quick tour of these regional flavors. This is where you really get to hear the incredible variety and how Castilian Spanish is actually spoken from one end of the country to the other. And the variety is just stunning. Down in the south, you have the musical sound of the Andalusian dialect, where speakers often drop the S at the end of words. Head out to the Canary Islands, and you'll hear influences from the Spanish spoken in the Caribbean. And that is just scratching the surface. There's Murcian, Aragonese, Leonese, Asturian. The list goes on, and each one is a distinct local identity you can hear in the speech. Ultimately, these dialects are what give each region its soul, its unique character. You could call it the sonic signature of a place. The way someone from Seville speaks is instantly recognizable and totally different from someone from Asturias. And that richness is a massive part of Spain's cultural heritage. So let's bring it all home. Spain is not a monolith. It's a breathtaking linguistic mosaic. You have the nationwide official language Castilian. Then, layered on top of that, you have these powerful co-official languages like Catalan, Galician, and the mysterious Basque. And then, woven through all of it is this rich, beautiful tapestry of regional dialects. So now you have the linguistic map to guide you. No matter where you decide to go, you'll be ready to listen for the unique sounds of that region. And you, which part of Spain are you going to travel to? Get ready and enjoy.
Great! Another step towards fluent Spanish. Keep going with more lessons. Let's go! Let's go!